Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin, and I'm back for another project. Of course, it's the Christmas Stampathon. You guys, I am getting caught up. I am getting work, day job, got to pay the bills. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that all stuff later. Let's get to what we're doing today. So, today is the 25th of the month, which means I have another challenge for you for our Christmas Stampathon 2021 Facebook group. All the details for that will be listed down below, but basically what it is we put a challenge out every month on the 25th, and then you are welcome to join us in creating cards or projects from that challenge and then attaching it to a post on that group. And then we go through there and look at everybody's lovely cards and different projects. And the goal is to have everyone have their Christmas cards and all that completed by November. So on December 1st, you can start mailing those cards out. Isn't that a lovely idea? That we've been doing this for 3 years. I think this is our third year or fourth year. I didn't do it last year. I took a break, but I'm back this year. So what are we making? Christmas. And what do I have here? So I have Forever Fern and A Wish for Everything, and then these colors. So we've got Poppy Parade, Soft Suede, and Mossy Meadow. Okay. The challenge this month is KISS. Keep it super simple, or however you'd like to use that acronym. So we're just going to stamp some images, and that's basically all we're going to do. We'll do one little fun technique, but it's really simple. And we're just going to create a really quick and fun card. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Hey guys, all right, so the first thing we're going to take is a piece of our basic white cardstock, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I've got a 2-inch square post-it note here. You can use any size that you want. You can use a bigger one, a rectangular one. You can cut this down and make it really small, depending on your sentiment. In the middle, you can use whatever size you'd like. So we're going to kind of do like a masking technique, but what we're going to do is we're going to mask where our sentiment goes. So I'm going to take this and make like a triangle, and I'm just going to lay it about in the middle of my card base. If it's a little off, it's okay. I'm not looking for perfection here. I just want to make sure it's about even. I'm not going to measure it or anything. We're just keeping it simple. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that's on there really well. And we're going to start out using our Mossy Meadow color. So what I have, and I already have them on blocks, is I took the Forever Fern, and I've got this stamp, this one, and this one. These 4 leaves. And we're going to stamp that in Mossy Meadow around our sticky note. So I'm going to take the first one. Now I had to ink this up last night because it was not coloring really well. So I hope that it's coloring now. So I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to start stamping around. And I don't mind too much about the stem being off. And I am just going to stamp around like so. And I'm going to go down here, I think. Like that. Stamp off. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to go, I just want to make sure my stem doesn't go off of that sticky note. So I'm going to go about right here. That's the only thing I'm kind of really doing. And then you got to be careful because I only have that little bit. If I go to stamp this now, it's going to be lighter up here but darker. So I'm just going to re-ink it real quick. And I'm just going to take it and kind of go about right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so we're going to take the big one out. Now we're going to take this one here. I'm going to ink this one up. And I'm going to go on the other side of this one since that's second generation stamping. And I'm just going to stamp kind of low. Let's get over here like this. And even make this. Now we'll stamp again. So I'm going to take this one and kind of go out here a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to stamp off, but that's okay. We can stamp. That's what we have our grid paper here for, right? It's okay. Now, every one of them is going to look different depending on how you go around. Just play with them. You got 4 cards that you need to make for this challenge. So just play with it. Don't make them all the same. So then we're going to take this one, and I'm going to go and fill this in. So I'm going to go out a little bit, go right here, go right there. I'm going to stamp it up again and stamp about right there. So you see I've got some here, but that's okay. Because now I'm going to take this one And I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to fill in all of my little gaps. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, ink it up again. I'm going to put it right here. Maybe put it right there. This one I'll use a little bit more. I'm going to stamp off, and I think I'm going to stamp it right there. That's good. I don't want it too heavy, right? Right, I don't want it too heavy. So now we're going to take this stamp. It looks like little berries to me, even though it's leaves, but it could be berries. And I'm going to take our Poppy Parade, and I'm going to stamp this one up. And I'm just going to kind of fill in with some berries. So I'm going to go kind of like here, stamp it up again. I want it to be a little bit brighter. And I'm going to go maybe right there. And then out a little bit on this one. Ink it up again. And then, let's see, right there. So something like that. I don't want them going out too far. I just kind of want them like they look like they're intertwined with that. Okay. So now we're going to take that and put that up. Then I'm going to remove this like so. Just remove it. Look how pretty that is. Really pretty and simple. Okay, now before we use this one here, we're going to go ahead and put our sentiment in there in the middle first. Okay, so I'm going to get out soft suede. I thought this was just a really soft color. Kind of reminded me like twigs, you know, like the twigs that the trees, that the leaves will be on, or anything like that. So that's why I chose that. And I'm going to put this right in the middle, like so. Keeping it simple. Then we're going to take this, and the reason why I took this off is because I wanted to come down a little bit to fill this in a little bit. So now I'm just going to take it like so. Oh, I meant to like stamp off that. That's okay. Oh, well, I keep doing that, don't I? Okay, so now we're just going to come up here, kind of go and fill it in. Okay. And just kind of put it around a little bit. Right up here. Like that. I don't want too much. Then I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to turn this around where I want this more here, not the tail. Kind of like right there. And I'm just kind of fill that in a little bit. Like so. Turn this one around. Just a little bit like this. And I'm going to stamp off right about there. Like that. Just kind of fill that little bit. It's in right there. And look at that, easy peasy. Then we're going to take a card base. This is cut at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. This is how easy this card gets. Keep it super simple, right? Who said you guys spend all that time to make a bunch of cards? We're going to add some adhesive to the back, and I think I just messed up. We'll see. Nope, thought that was going to be too wet, but it wasn't. Now I'm going to take this and just apply it to my card base. So this is cut shorter for a reason. I wanted to give it a little dimension with keeping it simple, but still giving it a little bit. Oh, I just did that. Look, you guys have one of these little tools. Look at that. Took it off. I'm so happy because I didn't want to have to remake that. Okay, so here's my second one, and then here is my first one. So they're similar, but you can tell there's a little bit difference. I did cut my cardstock wrong on this one. I don't know what I was thinking, but this gives it a little bit of dimension around it to make it look a little bit more elegant, but yet simple. So it was really simple to stamp, really easy to create, and you could knock I don't know, 20 of these maybe out in an hour, maybe, or less, by just stamping around there. And then you've got your cards, unless you've got, multiple people to send these out to. But that's all there is to that, and it just took 2 stamps. I used that Forever Fern again, and that Wish for Everything, and that was for my sentiment. And it says, a merry little wish for lots of joy this season. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, 25th next month, we'll have another challenge. Right. Thank you guys for always supporting me and leaving me those little messages. I appreciate it, and I do miss every one of you guys. If you have any questions about this or anything I use, please see below. I'll have all the measurements and supplies. All right. Talk to y'all later. Toodles. Bye.